Hey guys, this is KJ40 and welcome to a brand new series I'm going to be doing for YouTube. This is going to be a vlog series. I used to do vlogs back in the day, but I stopped doing them for quite a while, so now I'm going to get back to doing some vlogs. This is going to be a vlog for September 12th, 2015, and these are going to be bi-weekly. These vlogs are actually, for those of you who don't know, I do have a Patreon set up, so people can donate to me on Patreon, and one of my stretch goals for Patreon was $500. And if I got to $500, I would start doing bi-weekly vlogs. We reached $500 for like 5 days or something like that, maybe a week. And then someone stopped supporting, and we're now below $500. I feel like I owe you guys at least one vlog, and I'll probably do a couple, and hopefully we'll get over that $500 mark again, and I can continue doing these. Yeah, so basically this is going to be me talking about my channel and things like that, and just, you know, hanging out with you guys for a few minutes. First thing I want to talk about is the 7 Days to Die mini bike. For those of you who've been watching my 7 Days to Die series, you'll be knowing that I actually got the mini bike, and I love it. There's a couple problems with it. First of all, it doesn't handle that great. Now, I know in the game's logic, we actually built the mini bike, so I understand how it wouldn't, you know, handle that great, but it's actually got some choppiness that is just not the bike not handling properly. There's some real choppiness there, and I hope they work on it because it's not a smooth experience driving that thing. It is nice to be able to get from point A to point B very quickly, but it would also be nice if it was actually fun to drive the thing. The other problem with the mini bike I have is that once you've got the mini bike, it's pretty much going to be the last thing you're going to get in the game. By the time you get the mini bike, you're going to have probably every recipe in the game. You're going to have all the big ones, the concrete recipe. You're going to be able to make bullets. You're probably going to be able to make guns. You're probably going to have at least blue items that you're using. You're going to be pretty high level. It takes a long time to get the mini bike, and the mini bike really is end game at the moment. The problem with the mini bike is the mini bike's greatest strength is your ability to get around quickly and loot. So once you've got the mini bike, the looting part of the game is almost not that big of a deal. It's not really finished, but it's just not as big of a deal. I was actually contemplating starting next season and just spawning in the mini bike right off the bat and having a mini bike from day one. I'm not going to do that because, you know, it is cheating and you know, but I kind of feel like I would like a way to get around. I would like a bicycle. I would like a bicycle that you could probably get by day 7 or something like that, day 8, and put it together. I think a bicycle would be really cool. Slower than the mini bike. It still uses some of your stamina, not as much stamina as running, but it does use stamina. I mean, if you think about riding a bike in real life, it does use stamina. It just uses a lot less stamina than if you were running. A lot less. But it would still use stamina. And it would obviously go slower than the mini bike, but still way faster than running. A bike. Come on, pimps, get on it. We need a bike. So yeah, 7 Days to Die mini bike, it's pretty freaking cool. Overall, I would give it 2 thumbs up. Yeah, so I've got a pretty bad addiction to a game called Factorio. For those of you who haven't been watching Factorio, Factorio is kind of like a top-down isometric, you know, base building game where you basically build a factory, and everything's, you know, you mine iron, copper, coal, stuff like that, and it's all brought around on conveyor belts and put to where you need it to be, and it's all about automation. It's a really cool game. I'm not going to get into it anymore. If that sounds like anything you'd be interested in checking out, definitely check out my series on it. I've actually got a playlist of it, so you could just line them up and just watch them and see if that's something for you. The game is really addicting. The first night I got back into it, I played it like a year ago, and I got back into it like a couple weeks ago. And the first day I started playing it on stream, I streamed for like 7 hours straight. And last night I streamed. I wanted to play 7 Days to Die, and I started streaming. I started the stream with Factorio, and like 3 hours into Factorio, I didn't want to stop, and I had to force myself to stop to play some 7 Days to Die. Factorio is a great game, and I'm really addicted to it. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so now here's the big feature of this vlog, and I'm gonna need your guys' help with this. Okay, I want to start doing some different games. I want to start doing different Let's Plays, maybe mixing it up a lot more. 7 Days to Die, The Forest are staples, and they're not going anywhere. Factorio, you know, we'll see how it goes. If people don't watch it, I could drop it. If not, I'll keep doing it. So far, Factorio's got a decent amount of support, and I'm really liking it. And you know, I'm going to stick with it for now. And Empyrean, same thing as Factorio. It's getting pretty good support, and I'm not going to drop that one either. But if I was going to drop anything, it would be Factorio, and then after that, I probably wouldn't drop Empyrean, honestly. Empyrean might be an every other day thing, I'm trying to get the forest to be an everyday thing, but I need to get together with games and Andoms and do some multiplayer stuff, because the forest does not have enough content for everyday releases. It doesn't. So I'm trying to, mix it up with multiplayer, and I think the multiplayer is pretty fun. And it's, you guys love the forest, you love me playing it. I'm going to keep playing it, and yeah, but. There's only so much content there. I could think of a lot of things to do in single player. There's certain things in the forest you can't do in multiplayer, like you can't make a houseboat, which kind of sucks. So next season, for those of you who have been watching my forest Let's Plays, or maybe didn't catch this, the next update, my game started getting a little buggy, so the next update on the forest, I'm going to restart the world, and I'm going to make a houseboat. Anyway, but I want to start like branching out and getting into other games, and I've got 5 games here that you guys need to... this is not a vote. I'm not going to just blindly do what you tell me to, but I am... what you say here in the comments is going to really influence the future videos you're going to see on this channel. So if you have anything to say about this, leave it in the comments. The games I'm looking at getting back into, actually, I think only one of these games are new. No, 2 games are new. Okay, so Ark single player. I kind of miss Ark. I don't really miss the multiplayer stuff. The multiplayer stuff was just a little bit... I don't know. It just didn't... It didn't do it for me. I love Proberts, and I obviously love my wife, but, playing with them... it wasn't just them, too. It was the game... stupid phone. It was the game. Ark... I like Ark more single player. Instead of more the partially royal Star Snipe route, I'm going to go more the... Pulsar's Junior route, and like kind of show you the game in single player. I will accelerate everything. I'll accelerate experience, taming. I'll accelerate it massively, because I don't want the grind. I want to play the game, get what I want to get, show you the videos, and move on. And that's what Paul's been doing, and he seems to be having a lot of fun with it. So yeah, let me know what you think about that Ark single player. Another game I'm looking at is Stonehearth. I backed Stonehearth on Kickstarter like over a year ago, and I've been watching people play it. The game's really been coming along, and Stonehearth is kind of like... it's like more of a medieval version of RimWorld, or more like not high-tech, like low-tech version of RimWorld, but it's not so top-down, it's more like 3/4 view, and the graphics are a lot better. And look into Stonehearth. That's a pretty cool game, and I kind of want to do that. Another game I was looking at getting back to is RimWorld. I stopped RimWorld at Alpha 11 for a couple of reasons. Number one, Blitzkrieger has a monopoly on it. It's hard to get noticed on YouTube with Blitzkrieger with RimWorld, and for good reason. He's awesome at it. I'm okay at it. I mean, I know what I'm doing, and I'm competent. But he's a monster. He's ridiculous for RimWorld, and it was hard for me to get any attention on RimWorld, and I eventually had to drop the series just because it just wasn't getting enough views and thumbs up. I mean, it's not all about views and thumbs up, but there's only so much time on the channel to put videos up, so I have to kind of pick and choose sometimes. A lot of people have been asking me for RimWorld. Another thing I didn't like about RimWorld is Alpha 11. The way they had those sapper things that could dig through walls. I don't like the idea... there's 2 things I don't like about walls. First of all, I don't like the idea of sappers being able to just dig through a wall. If sappers can dig through a wall, then what the hell's the point of walls, I know sappers don't come on every raid, so maybe I was a little bit jumping the gun on that, but honestly, that wasn't a major reason. I just didn't like the idea of sappers. I don't like the idea of having to have my guys fight, because every time they fight, they get like a limb blown off, Like my someone important will be in a fight, maybe my cook, and he gets his arm blown off, and guess what? He's not a good cook anymore. Or maybe not cooking, but stuff like medicine or whatnot. I didn't like the idea of sappers being able to dig through walls. I also don't like the idea of turrets not being able to shoot over walls. If I put up a turret, let me shoot over the wall. Like again, in Factorio, you can make a wall, and then you can put a turret behind the wall, and the turret can shoot over the wall at the enemies attacking the wall. If a turret can't shoot over a wall, then I don't see much of a point of walls. Again, that's just probably my ignorance of the game. There's probably a lot of cool strategies that I just don't know about. But yeah, let me know what you think about RimWorld. Another game I've been asking to get back to is Unturned. What do you guys think about Unturned? Do you want to see me get back to it? You want to see maybe talk Autumn into doing a husband and wife series? Let me know what you think about that. And there's one more game that, again, Blitzkrieger has a monopoly on it. It's actually doing better for him than RimWorld now, and it's called TerraTech. TerraTech looks really cool, but again, I go on the search list, and it's just dominated by Blitz. I mean, nobody new will see these videos because... Well, that's not really true. They might see the videos. There's more than just the search list. A lot of times people in the search list, and they maybe search for the videos for the week or the day, or, you know, my videos will pop up on there, but it's just going to be really hard with Blitzkrieger. The thing is, TerraTech looks awesome. So what do you think about TerraTech? Let me know in the comments. What do you think about Ark single player, Stonehearth, RimWorld, Unturned, and TerraTech? Let me know in the comments. Again, this isn't a vote, but I just want to know what you guys think. Kind of gauge what the subs on my channel want, because my channel, I usually put up videos on my channel to make you guys happy, but I also want to expand the channel. I want to get new subs in, and the best way to get new subs in is by having you guys like what I'm putting up. High view counts, high thumbs up, high retention rate. If you guys watch a video all the way through, it really helps me get on the search list. Like, really helps me. So if you guys are liking the videos and you're watching the videos all the way through, it's going to help me get out there, get new subs, grow the channel, and everybody's happy. So let me know what you think about those 5 games. Now, some other games I was looking into. These games are not really on the list, but I'm going to kind of look into them and watch some YouTube videos and see what I can find out about them. First of all, Planet Explorers. I did a couple videos for Planet Explorers when it first came out, and that game looks pretty cool. I'm going to do some research and find out about Planet Explorers. These aren't games that I'm considering doing Let's Plays, but they're games that are on my radar and could show up on a Let's Play. And what I want you to do for this is, if you know about any of these games, let me know in the comments what you think. You know, like, Planet Explorers is good for this reason, or Planet Explorers sucks for this reason, or, you know, whatever. The other game I'm looking at is Planets 3. Now, I don't know anything about this game. I found it on Kickstarter, and it kind of looks interesting, and I'm going to watch some videos on it. If you know anything about Planets 3, let me know. And the other game is Timber and Stone. Timber and Stone, again, is like a Minecraft, not a Minecraft, Minecraft. Timber and Stone is like RimWorld, but more not high tech, and it looks pretty cool. And Timber and Stone, let me know if you know anything about that. I'm gonna be doing research on these games in the future. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it for this vlog. These vlogs are gonna be bi-weekly. Again, I'll probably do another one, and then we'll see where Kickstarter is. If Kickstarter doesn't go over 500 by the end of this month, I'm gonna wait until it goes back over 500 to do vlogs. For those of you who don't know about Kickstarter, again, Kickstarter is a place for people to go if they want to support their favorite content creators, or just content creators they like, people they think are worth it. And if you don't have money, I know a lot of people, like, when I talk about this on the stream, are like, oh man, I don't have any money. Don't feel bad. This is completely 100% optional for people who have some disposable income and want to support. Because I could take extra days off of work because of what I'm doing on YouTube, Patreon, and Twitch. You know, last week I took, I had a more Labor Day weekend, and I actually took the Friday off as well. And I took the Friday off before that. Now, when I take off on my job, I don't get paid. But because of you guys supporting me, because of you watching the videos and supporting me on Patreon, supporting me on Twitch, you know, donations, I can take those extra days off work. I'm not quitting my job, but it allows me, my job is flexible enough where I can take those days off. And even though I'm not getting paid, because you guys are supporting me, it makes it all possible. Patreon is a really cool way for you guys to do that. If you don't have any money, I know a lot of you guys are young, then that's cool. Just watch the videos, thumb them up. You're doing a great service to me just by watching my content and being part of my channel. Watch me on Twitch if you can. You know, that's all contributing. But for you guys who, you know, have a few bucks, and I donate to people all the time. And I have some podcasts I listen to where I donate because I love what they do. And, you know, sometimes they have bonus content, sometimes they don't. And that's another cool thing about Patreon. Patreon has bonus content. I've set up a 7 Days to Die 24/7 server for people who donated a certain Patreon amount. I've started a Ark server, and I pay for these servers. These aren't free. Actually, I think the Ark server is free, but the 7 Days to Die server I pay for myself because it's a secondary one. My other 7 Days to Die servers are sponsored by Kill servers, but you know, this one I actually pay for. I have a TeamSpeak set up where you can come on and talk to me. That costs money, you know, but I set all these up as thank yous to you guys. Like, if you donate a certain amount, you can get on an Ark 24/7 server. You can get on a 7 Days to Die server. I have sub servers, which are servers that when I only play on, they're only up when I stream them. and then you can come on stream and play with me then. I played that for a couple hours last night. There's all kinds of little rewards and stuff on there, so it's a great way to show some financial support. And it really means a lot to me and Autumn. So for all you patrons out there, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Anyway, I will definitely see you in 2 weeks, and after that, we will see how things go. So that's going to be the end of this vlog for September 12th, 2015, and I'll see you later.